One of the most talked about things in the L Word fandom is deleted scenes, unscripted moments, and access to behind the scenes things like bloopers. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, particularly 3 of the deleted scenes from the first half of the L Word Generation Q season 3, including a Bette and Tina deleted scene. So we're going to be talking about all of that, and then I'm also going to talk about what happened when I brought up access to deleted scenes and bloopers and things like that when I was on the set of the L Word Generation Q in September. So let's get right into it. So the first deleted scene I wanted to talk about is one from episode 1, and it contains Bette and Tina. I don't understand why they're deleting scenes, especially with OGs, because shows like this, you are beholden to no one. You're not beholden to advertisers. You're on Showtime. You have a little more to play with when it comes to time. You don't have to fit into these particular slots so that, you can play X amount of adverts like on ABC, NBC, and other channels. So the moment is right at the end of the episode where Bette and Tina are standing up. It's before they kiss and Tina's saying she has to leave. And then this is what happens. Don't. So that's obviously a little moment, but there is more to this scene. I would have loved to have seen a longer scene because, again, this was like a shorter episode, so they certainly had time to do it. And I just don't want them to be cutting any scenes. And that's why I'm like, this is the perfect time to do this video, because they are literally finishing the editing and everything about the episode, locking it in for the finale. So again, please don't delete any scenes. Please put as many Bette and Tina moments as possible in 9 and 10. 9's already done, so hopefully that's happened. And also, lights on, baby, hair out of the face. Thank you very much. So the next scene, it's not exactly a deleted scene. It's more of a reimagining of the scene, because this is in episode 4 when Dani and Roxy are at Dani's house. And I've mentioned this before, but originally Demi Lovato was supposed to play this character. I don't know what happened and why they didn't end up playing them, but when Demi Lovato was attached to the part, actually at the end where Roxy and Dani are dancing, it wasn't going to be the song that they play at all. It was going to be the Spice Girls Wannabe, and they were even going to have them like singing the song. And I guess when Demi Lovato wasn't going to play the part, they decided the Spice Girls was too expensive, because if you don't know, like, playing songs on TV is crazy expensive, and they've actually gone up a lot in price in recent years, because that is how a lot of artists are making money now, as opposed to in the past when you could make money from that and CD sales. So they've kind of upped the price since CD sales and everything like that has fallen away. So some of the other music in this episode is like 25k, 50k, and it's the Spice Girls, like they're a big fucking deal. So I'm sure that would be really expensive. And then maybe, I don't know whether the actor that played Roxy can sing or anything like that. So maybe they just decided, oh, okay, we'll just put like another song in there that's not such a big deal. But I would have loved to have seen this. I still think they should have kept the Spice Girls, even if Demi Lovato wasn't playing them, but that would have been a super cool thing to see anyway. So the next scene is from episode 5, and this entire scene was deleted. It's not like the previous 2 where, okay, some stuff was deleted from the Bette and Tina scene, not just the bit that I showed you, more was. And then also in episode 4 with Roxy, like, a part of the scene was deleted, but this scene was completely obliterated and we don't have any remnants of it left. So in episode 5, when Angie's roommate comes back and reveals her crisis, Angie actually calls Alice, and they have like a whole conversation and trying to, get some advice from Alice. I don't know why they deleted this, because the whole thing that like Gen Q wants to make happen is kind of the OGs and the Gen Q people like connecting and having something. And I think one of the best chemistry is Leisha, Kate, and Jordan. And I would have loved to have seen more of them interacting this season. They haven't really had a lot of scenes, so hopefully there's more in the second half, because Kate and Leisha did mention that in an interview, working with Jordan a lot. So I'm really excited to see that. And just in general, more group scenes, because that is the one thing that I think everybody wants. Like, the best things about the original L Word is the group scenes. And even not having Alice and Shane interacting as much, like they hardly have any scenes together. We want more Alice, we want more Shane. I mean, they are the stars of the show. And I feel like Alice is being kept really separate from everyone, which is odd too. I mean, hopefully next episode, episode 6, we're getting all these group scenes and it seems as though everyone is together. So I really hope that we have that like good chemistry and stuff between everybody next episode. And I hope they continue it in the second half of the season, because there really hasn't been a lot of group scenes in the first half of the season. And I'm all for it. I want more of it. And I really hope in episodes 9 and 10, we have some really great moments, because the best thing about this show is the friendships and the group scenes. And even in the original L Word, like the best moments are those ones like where they steal the sign and like where they go to figure out if Laura's gay or something. Those are the things that I want to see, and I really hope that it's going to happen. So when I was on set, everybody take a drink. I had this half an hour period at the end of the day with Monica, who's Marge's assistant. She's super awesome, really, really nice, and was super good to me. And she was like, oh, this is, the time if you want to ask anything or like tell us anything, now's a good time. And we sat in Marge's office with her really cute dog and talked about everything. And the first thing that I mentioned was the fact that we really want deleted scenes, bloopers, things like that, because yes, like that's a good thing to put on the DVDs and people will buy the DVDs. You already have the stuff sitting there. Like, you don't have to go and make it or edit it. Like, it's literally there. You just have to upload it, basically. And as I said, like the DVDs, it's a cool extra, but ultimately it's a really cool way to market the show, because they just literally need to put it up and then the fans will disperse it and market it for you. Like, they don't have to really do anything, because as I've talked about loads, this show lives and dies by social media, and by giving us something, because we really haven't gotten shit this season, it would be really great. It would be something that people would enjoy and be happy about and spread in a good way. And I really think that some of that is needed at the moment, because if anything, social media has been super, super quiet these last couple of episodes. And just speaking as someone who has a marketing PR company, you need to be doing this now, because 9 and 10, it's already too late. You want to be building towards that. You've got a couple of weeks over the Christmas period, over the New Year's period. You've got a musical episode next week that no matter if it goes extremely well or extremely badly, like people will be talking about it. So you need to capitalize on that. You need to be putting out some positive things. I'm still trying to get approval for some of my behind the scenes stuff, and I've been trying for over a month. So make sure you're subscribed if you want to see sneak peeks and little first looks at like Bette and Tina's engagement stuff, because I have been sharing behind the scenes stuff. And if you go to my channel and click on my videos, there's a playlist with like behind the scenes, spoilers, talking about everything that's coming up with Bette and Tina, super hot scenes and other things that are happening. So make sure you're subscribed. And also Showtime, you need to be doing this now, making sure that people know that this big finale is coming. And because social media has been so quiet with the last 2 episodes, you need to be building up to that. And over the next couple of weeks, if you did things like released deleted scenes or bloopers or something like that of the OGs of Bette and Tina, you really could score some points with showing some Dani and Gigi stuff too. It doesn't even have to be this season. Like, go, people would love that stuff. Just put it up and people will spread it because they're fans of the show, and it will at least get people talking about some good things And hopefully that makes people come back if they're not watching right now for 9 and 10, or at least build some sort of momentum. That's just my advice, but obviously they're going to do whatever they're going to do. Let me know down below what you are excited for in the second half of season 3, because we're already halfway. Make sure you're subscribed here and following me over on social media. And as always, make sure to stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.